this one chart could expose a very simple truth for Bitcoin right now, that the worst of the post-Bitcoin halving price malaise and chop and accumulation craziness could be done, and that we could now be looking forward to, well, some pretty exciting times in the market. Also, we've got some pretty big news on crypto gaming and crypto.com getting sued by the SEC and all kinds of other great stuff, some AI coin news, other stuff. It's going to be good times. Make sure to stick around for those good times. Let's start off by talking about this one chart. It gives you great perspective on where we are in that post-Bitcoin halving world. Take a look at this from CryptoCon. So he's taking a look at previous years of Bitcoin halvings. October 8th. Which yesterday now, but it's an interesting time to just signpost and look at where we are, where we've come, and where we could be going. He says, when you look at the previous cycles, it all makes sense. 2012, 2016, and 2020 were all miles away from all-time highs on October 8th. Look back here, right? This is first cycle, first Bitcoin halving year. Took us, well, until a few months after to really start taking off. You can see October 8th right here in 2016. Price then shot up later in 2017. Back in 2020, this is where price was on October 8th before shooting up massively, actually, just immediately after that. So this feeds into the idea of October seasonality as well. You can see these are all really end of year Q4 rallies in 2012, 2016, 2020. Now here we are, 2024. We are very close to the previous all-time high. Very close. Okay? It's crazy. I know we did get a new all-time high back in March or early April or whatever. And that was a bit of a fugazi because of the Bitcoin ETFs driving so much hype into the market. But look realistically at how the price is done. Does this look like a top to you? This does not look like a top of the market to me. This looks like we hit this early peak. We've been consolidating, accumulating, ranging, trending, whatever you want to call it. But the market is not about to puke down 90% or something like that and enter a new bear market unless something completely breaks in the macro world, which it's not currently. Very much the opposite. Jobs data continues to be good. Inflation's down. Jobs are doing okay. All this kind of stuff, right? Setting up a very interesting situation with money flows globally, the M2 money supply expanding, global liquidity index going up, all this stuff. Everything's lining up for a major Bitcoin rally. He finishes by saying we're still ahead of all other cycles. 2012 and 2016, though, wouldn't see new all-time highs for another 5 to 6 months, but those were very early cycles. Things tend to move a bit faster now. He said, though, perspective is key. Bitcoin is doing great. And it's true. Bitcoin is doing great. Now, if you're in a lot of altcoins right now, a lot of altcoins have not been doing great, except, of course, meme coins, some real-world asset stuff, some AI coins, but a lot of coins have been suffering. I know there's always outliers, and we're talking about those outliers here on the channel, and I hope that you guys have been taking advantage of some of those opportunities. Bitcoin also getting closer by the day to a potential bull cross on the MEXC here. It's getting close, not confirmed. Close only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades, okay? As they say. And this is neither a horseshoe nor hand grenade, so we have to wait a little bit here for that to play out. But when we do get a confirmation of the MACD bull cross here on the weekly charts for Bitcoin, it could be a big signal that a major rally could be under play, perhaps the final major rally of the market cycle, although we shall see, of course, how that plays out. Looking in on the daily, not too much to report here. Still sitting above the 50 and 100-day EMAs, which nice to see. The 200-day EMA purple line of the chart here remaining a key area of price support down here around $60,000. Now, if you are a cryptocurrency trader and you want to score yourself a $500 free position, that's right, $500 free. Check this out. Go to Bybit, link down below in the description, deposit $100 or more, and you'll be eligible for this free $500 trade. So that can be denominated in Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and Pepe. A couple other things here, Doge, a few others as well. And you can keep all the profits, of course, from that trade that you make. Link down below. as well as the information on how to go claim that. So if you're a trader, go and check it out. Bybit, man. One of the best places to be trading out there. Now, this meme always gets me, man. The world right now, crypto guys. We're so back, guys. We're so back. Take a look at this one. This is the Hang Seng Index right now. Taking a big move down yesterday after a historic rally, of course. It's not that surprising to see. Well, it's a big fat red candle, obviously, and people were disappointed that China wasn't going to dump even more money onto the stimulus fire. They will. Just a question of how long it takes. Maybe they even said that to cool markets off a little bit because things are getting a little bit too crazy. You see this these are some great charts right here. Great charts right here, China. But look, China is going to pump so much money into the markets to kick-start their economy again in that post-Mexican beer crisis world, okay? It's coming. It's coming, guys. In fact, they've already been printing loads of money, and they're going to keep printing more because the only thing that banks can do. Now, we got to talk about this story. This is crazy. So, Crypto.com received what's called a Wells notice from the SEC. Basically, the SEC saying, hey, we're about to sue you. So, the SEC, of course, again, proving that they are an organization that hates you, basically. They do nothing to protect investors. Very much the opposite. They're going after the biggest, most legitimate players in the space, suing Coinbase, suing Kraken, suing Crypto.com. What they went after Uniswap, MetaMask, Consensus. Some of these suits might have even been dropped. I can't remember. So many of them going on right now. The SEC's suing everybody up in here, man. It's ridiculous. So Crypto.com said, hey, you know what? Screw you guys. We're going to sue you. We're going to sue you. Good job, Crypto.com. Screw these guys. I hope that you win. I hope that you crush them. As unfortunate, more taxpayer money being wasted, more resources being wasted, more time being wasted. The United States, again, trying to argue, the U.S. SEC trying to argue that simply allowing for the exchange of cryptocurrency tokens is somehow a securities contract. It doesn't make any sense. It's dumb beyond belief, and I hope that Crypto.com takes them to court and crushes them. Good job, guys. Now, big gaming news here, guys, is that Off the Grid has launched. So this is now available to play. So we're seeing big streamers already out here streaming Off the Grid. So this is that. I'm an investor, by the way. If you ever want to see my portfolio disclosures, what things I'm invested in, pre-sales I'm invested in, what my portfolio holdings are, all that kind of stuff, you find that link down below in the description. Of course, you'll also find a risk statement there because guess what? Investing in crypto coins is risky. You can lose all your money. Past performance does not indicate future performance. All you guys know the drill. Go check it out. Take it seriously. Okay, so Off the Grid. I've talked about this game so many times. It is a beautiful beast of a game. Looking absolutely magnificent, getting a lot of really good reviews from early streaming players. This could be the game. This is something I've said for a while, but this could be the game that brings back the crypto gaming season of itself. Because look at the gameplay here. Look at how nice this looks, man. And understand that we are well beyond the era of those crappy games from 2021 or even 2017. I was talking about crypto gaming back in 2017. What it wasn't even it's pixel games, right? 2021, we had some lame stuff like Axie Infinity, which, yeah, people made money on. But you need to have games that are crypto games that are so good that they are going to succeed because they are good games, not because they have tokens and NFTs running in the background. This is built on Avalanche, by the way. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome to see. I'm super excited about this game. I think this game is going to get a lot of attention for the game in particular, but then that'll bring attention to Avalanche. That'll bring attention to crypto and crypto gaming tokens more broadly. So really interested to see how this game continues to play out and how much the market starts to really pay attention to this game. Their token, by the way, is not live yet. Speaking of the gaming world, this is for Carve, their ecosystem updates. I want to share a few of these with you. I'm an investor in Carve, by the way. So they're building the largest modular data layer for gaming and for AI. Modular data. Stuff like Celestia has proved how important that is. Now, these guys have got crazy partnerships. Partnerships up the wazoo, man. Anyway, their Q3 has been pretty damn big. Expanding with Base, Monad, which is going to be like the talk of the town pretty soon. Eigen Layer. What the heck is a Nuffle Labs, man? Anyway, that thing. working with a bunch of AI companies, Layer Zero, stuff like this, gaming companies, blockchain innovators, stuff like XAI Games, Avail, all this kind of stuff. So huge things happening in their ecosystem. Really great to see. This token is just listing this week. Now, I'm not saying to go out and buy the token. You have to be careful, guys, about new token launches. You can rush out, buy tokens early, and, there's people who have been running nodes and stuff, might have a lot of tokens, be selling those. There's going to be a lot of price volatility. So just keep that in mind here, okay? It's not a recommendation to go buy the token, but it is a shout out to these guys and all the great work they've been doing about building out their infrastructure, building out their partnerships, and I think this is a name we're going to hear a lot more about. So keep an eye on Carve, guys, for sure. Now, on to airdrop farming. It's always the case with airdrop farming. Are you the one farming or are you the one getting farmed? Far too often these days, I feel like we are the ones getting farmed. You see, because you go in and you participate on a bridge, for example. You do a whole bunch of transactions and you do stuff, and they're making money every single time you do that. Sometimes millions and millions of dollars, all right? Because everyone's there farming, trying to create interactions and all this sort of stuff. And then eventually the tokens get released, so they don't pay anything for those tokens. They just create them by issuing out a smart contract, and then boom, some of those go to the community, right? Here's an interesting situation. Scroll. Now, this one we've been farming for a long time. I still hope that we're going to get a decent amount of money out of this that comes out at a high enough fully diluted valuation that we can get some tokens, sell the tokens, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like they've done a lot of stuff that probably is not going to work out very well in the favor of all the people who've been trying to honestly participate in the ecosystem, collecting badges and all the bullshit like that, creating great user numbers for Scroll, right? But at the end of the day, they're launching a Binance launch pool, so 5.5% of the supply is just going to go to Binance whales, okay? And then they've said the snapshot's going to be, I think, October 19th, meaning that, again, on-chain whales can come in and in the last 2 weeks capture huge amounts of supply. So if you've been that guy who's been busy, launching contracts and being active on-chain and bridging money back and forth and all that stuff, your lunch might be about to get eaten by whales. Now, look, we will see, of course, how things play out when the final airdrop actually happens, and we'll still have our fingers crossed that it's going to be a halfway decent one. But you can see why people are a bit upset about this upcoming airdrop here. That's the airdrop game, though, guys. Sometimes you win big, sometimes you don't. And this could still be a decent airdrop. I just want to point that out. But you can understand why people are a bit upset that, so much of it's going to go to basically just Binance whales and stuff like that. So we'll see how it plays out, of course, when it actually gets listed. Hey, shout out to my Oki bags here. By the way, these guys are doing what's called the Pose Mesh. So this is a decentralized machine network. So this is AI. This is a very interesting AI play. Now, it was shouted out in Arthur Hayes. He's the CEO of BitMEXC. Shouted out in his newsletter. And he said this is a company that has done actually it right. So he's really criticizing the model of huge launches that go to exchanges. The exchanges get giant percentages of supplies. You have to pay all this money, and so much of your resources go into just getting listed on a big exchange, where these guys actually chose to list on Uniswap, which is like old school, man. That's old school, just listing on Uniswap. That was like back 2020, 2021. Like, that's where things launched. They launched on Uniswap first, and then they get the big exchanges later. Now it's all about getting on the big exchanges first. Anyway, they're on MEXC as well, one of our partners. So cool to see them listed on MEXC. Obviously, link down below in the description if you want to find out more about MEXC, what they have to offer. Anyway, besides the point, great to see this getting a shout out from Arthur Hayes, because these guys have been doing the right stuff, right? And they have been putting in the work here. Crypto Insider saying that they have the potential to make AI accessible to the world. If you're bullish on AI projects like Tau and ASI, which is the super AI coin now, you should pay attention to DeepIn. It will bring AI into the physical world. The next big leap for AI is the ability to navigate and interact with the real world. Currently, AI and robot perception are still limited. They need to perceive the physical world, and Oki Network has developed the technology to make that happen, while also enabling public ownership, ensuring privacy, security, and financial rewards. And as an AI DeepIn play, the current market cap is much more favorable compared to some of the much bigger AI tokens out there. There's been some really good AI stuff that has launched in the past, let's say 6 months, that has not got a lot of attention from the market for a variety of reasons, largely because the market has been sucking for altcoins. But some of these things could come back with a vengeance when the time comes. Again, not a recommendation to go out and buy this, but just putting it on your radar, okay? This one, I hate myself. Here's the price of Ethereum. Wow, I hate this more. I know the vibe, man. I know the vibe. Look at this Ethereum chart. Goodness gracious. What a pile of steam and dog crap Ethereum has been recently. Gosh darn. Now, silver lining, we do have at some point, hopefully, a MACD bull cross happening under the zero line, which could be a good signal for a future rally here for ETH. ETH has become a hated coin, which means that when it does have its rally, it'll have a hated rally. But man, the ETF flows have absolutely not shown up at all for Ethereum at a pretty shocking level, to be honest. And it's like, yeah, you could have all your money in ETH, or you could just go and ape it into some random bullshit like this. This is SPX 69,000, 6,900, whatever. Some meme coin that some dude talked about. It is currently up 6,900% in the last 4 weeks. Come on, man. What is reality anymore? This is insane. What's going on? So you can hold Ethereum bags like I do. Or you could just ape into all these random ass meme coins and yeah, you're rolling the dice, but look at the returns. I invest in serious coins. That's what I do. And then people invest in bullshit like this and make millions of dollars. You can keep denying that meme coins are taking over this cycle, or you can hop on board the bandwagon. Now, I'm already on the bandwagon. I wasn't on this coin. It went crazy without me, fine. But I am in some other meme coins that I think have great potential to do well. Again, you see my portfolio disclosures down below in the description. Hey, real quick shout out as well. If you're not signed up to the newsletter yet, get signed up to the newsletter. It's awesome. You'll love it. But seriously, 145,000 people a week reading this bad boy. You could be one of those people. It's free. Start getting straight to your inbox. Latest on altcoins, altcoin deep dives, airdrops, meme coins, and much, much more. Check it out. Link in the description or pinned comment over next. It's free. You'll love it. Our readers do. I'm sure you will too. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you back in the next one. Peace.